Hello and welcome to the 10 a.m. video, and in this video we'll talk about Gujarat Titans and Kolkata Knight Riders, who will take on today at the Eden Gardens. Of course, for Kolkata Knight Riders the road to playoff looks very tough, very tricky, chances are very bleak, but for Gujarat Titans they are now aiming to go top of the table and would want to seal that top 2 spot with consecutive wins in the remaining matches. Debasis, a lot of chatter around Gujarat Titans, how they have turned their season around after a tough start to their season, but a lot of credit needs to go to captain Shubman Gill as well. The way he has used the bowlers in the power play, especially Rabada and Siraj, giving them the new ball, which is their best strength. And of course, you have someone like a Washington Sundar who has found a new way to score runs in the middle of the order, which for Gujarat Titans fans was a spot of bother. Sai Sudarshan is scoring runs, Shubman Gill is scoring runs, Washington Sundar is scoring runs, Jason Holder has come up as a very good option down the order. So for Gujarat Titans, what do you think has suddenly started to click for them? They have now stitched a 5-match winning streak.
Yeah, absolutely, and credit should go to Shubman Gill, the captain. Obviously, he's been in tremendous form in this edition of IPL, and obviously, and he has been very consistent throughout the IPL seasons. If you look at the last 3-4 seasons, and also the fact that all the top order batters are firing. I mean, be it Sai Sudarshan, who has scored more than 500 runs. He's the second leading run scorer in this edition of IPL. Josh Butler, after starting the season, not starting the season well, he picked up, scored more than 400 runs. So obviously, then you have someone like a Washington Sundar who has chipped in. But I think the masterstroke for Gujarat Titans has to be Jason Holder. 6 matches, 13 wickets. At one point of time, if you look at the start of the season, the middle order was not firing. The likes of Shahrukh Khan or a Glenn Phillips or a Rahul Tewatia, none of them were firing, and then all of a sudden Jason Holder's inclusion means obviously transformed the unit, and so they are looking like a side to beat. Obviously it will be a tough challenge for Kolkata Knight Riders today as they take on the Gujarat Titans.
And if you look at the playoff venues, Dharamshala, Mullapur, and followed by the final in Ahmedabad, which is the home ground of Gujarat Titans. And Debasis, in each of these venues, be it Dharamshala, where you have that higher altitude, the ball will move around a bit. Mullapur has been supportive for pacers in the initial phases. So for Gujarat Titans, they are banking on their pace department. Rabada, Siraj, Prasidh Krishna. Yes, Rashid Khan has also chipped in with crucial wickets, but their pace attack is their main strength. And looking ahead at the venues of the playoff, Gujarat Titans will be a team to beat, considering that their pacers will be in the game throughout the playoffs matches, and of course if they go on to qualify for the finals, Ahmedabad has been supportive for their pacers.
Yeah, absolutely. And each of the pacers, I would rather go ahead and say that the entire bowling unit, if you look at someone like a Rashid Khan has taken 16 wickets, and obviously Rabada with 21 wickets, and the other bowlers have also chipped in. They have played the perfect supporting role for Rabada in the power plays. Mohammad Siraj has been outstanding. Yes, wickets, he has only taken 13 wickets, but it's not just about the wickets, it's about the impact he has made on Gujarat Titans. So I think it's an overall side. Rashid Khan once again, Washington Sundar, they have two best spinners in their side. Nishant Sindhu can bowl. Obviously he and I think the management has made a right decision by getting in a Nishant Sindhu. He played in the last few matches. So I think overall this side is looking like I would put my money on them to go through to the playoffs.
That's a big call. Yes, of course. With 16 points already, they look a side to beat. They are comfortably there in the playoff. Now another win or two will of course push them for that top 2 finish, which is extremely important if you want that extra chance in case things go wrong during the playoff. But there has been a lot of debate around social media also, Debasis. People are crediting Ashish Nehra for this turnaround, and some have even not mentioned Shubman Gill. I asked this question to Vikram Solanki, who is the director of cricket for Gujarat Titans, about who is making these calls of bowling 3 each of Rabada and Siraj's over during the power play, and he said one thing: on the field calls are always of captains. Whoever is bowling at which phase, who comes next to bowl, every call is being taken by captain Shubman Gill. Of course, Ashish Nehra and the team management is also kept in loop, but whatever calls are taken on the field, that is mainly due to Shubman Gill. Shubman will have a tough 12 to 24 months going forward with ODI cricket and Test cricket, World Test Championship again will become a focus. But here in IPL, he is making some great decisions as regards to, whether it is bringing Jason Holder in, whether it is giving that number 5 spot to Washington Sundar, make him his own, or whether bowling 3 each to Rabada and Siraj.
Yeah, obviously there has never been a doubt about Shubman Gill's credentials as a captain and as well as a batter. But obviously the real challenge for Shubman will be to go out there and win the IPL for Gujarat Titans, and that will be a big statement. Obviously there has been a lot of chatters, means obviously one can go back, means when he was not picked in the Indian team for the T20 World Cup. He was expected, but unfortunately he missed that the Indian side. So I think Shubman himself also realizes the fact that not only he have to perform as a batter, but also as a captain. And I think he has ticked all the boxes so far in this edition of IPL. And yesterday during the practice session, we saw Shubman having a long chat with Saurabh, CAB president, and obviously means with the Afghanistan Test match coming, and also the one-day series means against England. You can see that he is, means obviously that fire is in his belly, so he wants to prove a point, and perhaps that is going to make it count.
And what better place to prove a point than Eden Gardens, where it all started for Shubman Gill, as an IPL player. Kolkata Knight Riders was the first team to get him after that Under-19 World Cup, and here it is the same venue where he started his IPL journey. So a lot of happy memories for Shubman Gill as well. But again, you have that extra edge, extra motivation to defeat a side who did not back you, or who did not, picked you or retained you when the entire country or entire cricketing world was in awe of you. So KKR took that call. Of course, we can debate whether that was a good call or not. But looking at Shubman's graph after that call, the way he has batted for GT, the way he has grown in stature in Indian cricket and world cricket, I think KKR would of course feel a bit bad that we took a wrong call. But Debasis, the last a couple of minutes in our chat, what do you think about Kolkata Knight Riders? 15 points maximum they can reach if they win all 3 matches, and these 3 matches will be tough. Gujarat Titans 5 wins on the trot, then you have Mumbai Indians followed by a Delhi Capital. So these 3 matches won't be easy for Kolkata Knight Riders. So any hopes left for KKR?
Absolutely. No, I would reckon that there is not many hope as far as KKR is concerned, because even if they win the next 3 matches, they will end up 15 points, which will not guarantee them for a place in the playoffs. Even for that to happen, not only they have to win the remaining 3 matches, but they also have to rely on what the others are doing. So I think, and also the fact that Varun Chakraborty, still there is a huge lot of doubts about Varun, whether he's going to play in the match today. Yes, he left early, and he was actually limping while he was going back to the hotel. And also yesterday also we saw in the nets, he bowled for 10-15 minutes and trying to see that was the case as well before the RCB game in Raipur. So Varun Chakraborty very much doubtful for today's game, and that itself is a huge blow. It's a huge setback for Knight Riders. But there is a lot of questions, if you ask me, for KKR's playing 11. Obviously, why haven't they picked a Mathisha Patirana after getting him for 18 crore? They haven't tried a Prashant Solanki or a Daksh Kamra or a Prashant Dahiya, Tejaswi Dahiya or a Rahul Tripathi. So these are questions that needs to be answered. Obviously, their captain, although he has scored, but he hasn't looked like. There will be questions asked about his strike rate. Ankush Raghuvanshi, the top scorer for KKR this season, his strike rate also will be questioned. So I think, if you ask me, game today against GT, next match against Mumbai Indians, and the final game against Delhi Capitals, all 3 games will be very, very crucial. And obviously, one slip here and there. I mean, obviously now almost they are gone. But I think it could be that tonight only their campaign might be over.
That's something which KKR fans wouldn't want to hear. But again, Gujarat Titans versus Kolkata Knight Riders, a very important clash in this. In 2 halves of the table, GT looking to take that, seal that top spot, whereas KKR are fighting for their lives. Let us know which team you think will win this game. Let us know your playing combinations as well in the comment section below. Like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Revsportz for all coverage related to Indian cricket and other sports as well. Thank you so much.